Hello again. Here we go with the first exercise on a sketch. In this exercise, we will make this sketch. We will do it in two ways. So let's start with the first one. It's very important all the time to pick the right starting point. Any point you want could be a good starting point. There's nothing wrong. But in this case, let's start here. We have this line with 75 units length. Pick a line from the ribbon and draw any line. Then hit the escape button to exit the command. Now, as you can see here, this line is horizontal and this point lies on the origin here. So, the first thing is that this line is horizontal, then select this point and select this point, then make coincident. Finally, we need to define this length, which is 75. Then click zoom to fit. Now, after that, we have this inclined line and it's connected to this one. So start with this line. When you start here, this will be like as defining a coincident relation. Let's see the difference. If you start a line here, then you will need to pick this point and this point, then to merge them. So instead of doing this, and to save this step, you can simply move the mouse here until you see this symbol, then draw your line. Now this length is 40 and this angle is 30. So this length is 40, and let's define the angle now. If you keep the mouse here, you will have this value, but if you move it here, you will have this value. So move it here and type in 30. After that, we have a vertical line and the length is 20. Then we have this line and this line. Notice that this line is 20 units in length and the angle is 20 here. So we draw this line, and the first thing is that this line and this line are equal. Now to define the angle, you cannot draw a line here and set the angle between it and this line. But since we have this line, which is parallel to this one, it will be the same result. So forget about this and define the angle between these. Now, as you can see, set this angle to 20. Here we go. Now, we have another line here, the same thing, and the same length. So this one and this one are equal, and we need to define another angle, which is 20. Then 25, 10, 10. So let's draw this. Now this line and this line are equal. Then we have this line, and this time we are given the horizontal and the vertical projection, 20 and 30. So set this value to 20. And this one, sorry, do it again, and this one to 30. Now we need to close the sketch, so simply pick a line here, start from the origin, move the mouse until you get here, and set this line to be horizontal. This was a quicker practice, but honestly this way is not a practical way to create your drawings. Now let's see something different. Hit Ctrl A and delete. Now, instead of sketching line by line and setting dimensions for every line, we can sketch a big part of the drawing, then later on we can set the dimensions. But it's very important always to define the first dimension. Like, I don't want you to do this. And the reason is that now if you try to set this dimension, as you can see, it's 144. So sometimes it may be 1000, for example. So when you modify it after you have all these entities here, they will get there will be some intersections, and the drawing will not keep the shape you already did. So the right way to do it, always set the first dimension. This will make the scale of your drawing something very close to what you want, then you can proceed. So this will be 75 now. Now let's proceed with this shape. So now we know that we need to go this way, then this way, I think something like this. Now let's set some relations. Here we have 40 with 30, so we set this dimension to 40 and we set this angle to 30. This dimension is 20 and these three lines are equal. Here's what I'm talking about. As you see now, the shape is not the same, so it's very important to set the first dimension. Set these all to equal, and now this angle is 20 and this angle is 22. Now let's go back here. We have a horizontal line, then vertical. So this is our horizontal line, and this one should be somewhere here. You can drag them easily. Now this one is 25, then 10 by 10. So now 25, 10, and then make these equal. Now we have this one. Remember, this is 20, and here this is 30. Finally, this line should be vertical. As you can see, we have a fully defined sketch. Everything is black, and this is a faster way and more practical way to do sketches. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next exercise.